Hey there, got the wood stove fired up, getting shop all heated up. If you watched my last video, we talked about working on the M416 trailer and or the 48 wheelies. Well, today it's going to be the trailer. Like we talked about in the last video, we got the table with the casters on it so I can move that around when I need to. Got the frame on that, tubs in the back. I started laying out the parts here, so you can see here. Got the axle, springs, shock mounts, that kind of thing laid out. Still got to do some cleanup on some of them and get those primered and then painted. Back here in the corner on this table, we got the hubs, covers, brakes, a lot of the hardware, some lights. I don't have the pintle hook that goes on it. This trailer came with the hitch mount, which I prefer anyway because everything I have has regular hitches. So just a lot of the odds and ends hardware back here. So today's going to be some cleanup. Probably take spray some paint stripper. I had to think of what it was called. So paint stripper on this. Maybe clean that up. Take wire wheel to it. Whatever. Same with these parts. Just going to start with cleaning these up, getting them ready for primer and paint, and degrease them. See where we get. Gonna use this Goof Off Pro stripper. We'll see how this works. Get the cap off without breaking anything. Ooh, it might be froze. Ah, there you go. You shake her up, good. Maybe. Let's see if this is gonna work or not. Might need to warm it up. It's trying. Probably gonna have to warm this up a bit. Alright, so I got those pieces sprayed down with the paint stripper. While those are setting and hopefully getting busy on that paint, we'll see if it works when it's cold. Shop's heated up right now, but it's been cold in here until I fired up the wood stove. So the stuff wasn't frozen, but it's pretty cold. It was hard to get it to work at first. Finally got it to spray once I warmed the can up. So I think I'm going to take the other shock mount plates over to wire wheel on the bench and clean those up. So yeah, I'm just going to take the wire wheel to these and clean these up. They're pretty messy right now. This one eventually is going to have to get replaced. You can see how it's kind of wore thin right there, but it's still a lot of meat to it, but it's obviously getting thin at the bottom, so probably have to order a new one. I don't know if you can, I've seen where on some things people weld them and build them back up and then grind them back down to the size they need. So that's also an option, but right now I'm just going to clean these up. I've let this paint stripper sit on here for a bit, and as you can see I started scraping it already, and it's doing a pretty good job. I think it's going to get enough of it off. Okay, so I've got the axle all cleaned. The spray on paint stripper worked really well. I sprayed that, I let it set there for quite a while. Then I just took a metal putty knife and scraped as much off as I could. Then I took the wire wheel and cleaned it the rest of the way off. After that, I took some super clean and a rag and wiped it all down. Steel was all clean, and I taped off the steel, the clean steel where the bearings go. I don't want to get any paint or primer on those. So I've got it all clean and ready to spray. So I'm going to spray a first coat of primer on that. Now that I've got a coat of primer on that, I'm going to let it set and dry before I spray another coat on there. Next thing, I'm going to take the smaller parts and take those. I'm going to get those over to the bench and get the wire wheel to them, get those cleaned up. I'm going to call it a day. I got a bunch of the parts cleaned up and sprayed with primer. I got some of the end mount brackets off of the leaf springs that I was having trouble with before. Got those apart. I I'm gonna have to probably take the leaf springs, degrease some power spray. I'll maybe take it to the car wash power spray. I'm being winter in Michigan. I don't want to get my power sprayer out. So got a few more things to clean up still and get sprayed. But I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna call this one a wrap. If you like our videos, subscribe, give us a like. That'll help. Comment. I answer all my comments. So I appreciate you watching, and check in for the next episode.